avenues of acquiring businesses. At the end of this topic, you should be able to state or explain the reasons why entrepreneurs may decide to purchase an existing business, discuss or describe the advantages, disadvantages, and contractual implications of a franchise, discuss or describe the advantages, disadvantages, and contractual implications of outsourcing, discuss or describe the advantages, disadvantages, and contractual implications of leasing. Exploring the advantages of purchasing an existing business. When considering starting a new venture, entrepreneurs have several paths they can take. One appealing path is acquiring an existing business. For instance, someone looking to establish a motorcycle repair shop might explore local businesses that are currently up for sale. This process involves negotiating with the current owner to decide on a sale price that includes the business's assets, such as inventory and goodwill. Once an agreement is reached, the new owner assumes control on an agreed-upon date and continues to operate the business. Benefits of buying an existing business. Immediate operation. An existing business is already set up with all the necessary systems and processes in place, allowing the new owner to bypass the setup phase and jump straight into operations. Established customer base. Acquiring a business also means inheriting its customers. This established customer base can provide immediate revenue. Reputation and goodwill. Purchasing a business that has been around for a while often comes with built-in reputation and goodwill. Customers tend to stick with what they know, so even under new ownership, familiar patrons are likely to remain loyal. It's beneficial for the new owner to maintain continuity, like keeping the business's phone number, website, and registered name. Market insight. The previous owner has already conducted market research, providing a solid foundation for future business strategies. Guidance and support. Often, the previous owner is available to mentor the new entrepreneur for a set period, offering invaluable guidance during the transition. Immediate cash flow. Unlike startups that may struggle initially to generate income, an existing business usually has steady cash flow from the start, enhancing financial stability. Easier financing. Established businesses with a history of profitability typically find it easier to secure loans from banks, government bodies, or venture capitalists. Trained staff. An existing business comes with experienced staff, which can help ensure a smooth transition and contribute to continued success. Enhanced market position. Acquiring an existing business can immediately boost market position, expanding the customer base, market share, and resources. These advantages make buying an existing business an attractive option for many entrepreneurs looking to make their mark in the business world. Franchising involves acquiring a license to operate under the name, idea, and processes of an established business within a designated area. Franchise agreements grant the franchisee the right to use the franchisor's trademark, sell their products, and benefit from an established distribution and marketing system. Examples of popular franchised restaurant chains in South Africa include Debonairs, KFC, and McDonald's. Advantages of franchising: access to unique financing options and bulk purchasing discounts, lower startup costs and reduced financial risk compared to independent ventures, proven business models with established products, services, and customer bases, support from franchisors in management and operations, including training, which eliminates the need for prior business experience. Benefits from recognized brand names, trademarks, and national advertising. High success rates and shared marketing costs, lower than those of non-franchised businesses. Continuous support through a network of other franchisees, offering advice and legal assistance. Disadvantages of franchising: high initial costs and ongoing royalty payments. Restrictions on business operations, creativity, and growth due to stringent franchise agreements. Potential difficulty in selling the franchise or exiting the agreement. Risk of reputation damage from other poorly performing outlets within the franchise network. Market saturation in certain areas due to too many outlets. Contractual aspects of franchising. Franchise agreements should outline the operational guidelines, marketing strategies, royalty payments, ownership structure, and include a termination clause specifying the conditions under which the franchise relationship can be dissolved. These factors make franchising a viable option for those seeking the independence of small business ownership, alongside the advantages of a larger corporate network. Understanding outsourcing. Outsourcing is a strategic practice where businesses hire external organizations to handle tasks that were previously done in-house. This approach is often utilized to reduce labor costs and overhead expenses, including the costs associated with equipment and technology. By outsourcing non-core activities, companies can streamline their operations and concentrate on their primary business objectives. Advantages of outsourcing. Cost efficiency. Helps in reducing staffing and operational costs. Focus on core business. Allows companies to prioritize core business activities without the distraction of non-core processes. Flexibility. Offers staffing flexibility to handle seasonal or cyclical demands. Skill access. Provides access to skilled professionals and advanced technology without the need for direct employment. Scalability. Facilitates easy scaling of operations, adjusting easily to increasing or decreasing demand. Reduced overheads. Lowers fixed and overhead costs by reducing the need for additional space and technology investments. Disadvantages of outsourcing. Reduced control can lead to decreased control over how certain tasks are managed and executed. Quality risks. Potential risk of compromised quality and service, as the outsourced provider may not be as committed to the company's standards. Hidden costs. Possible unexpected costs arising from the outsourcing agreement. Dependency risks. Dependence on another company for critical operations can lead to vulnerabilities, especially if the outsourced provider fails to deliver. Confidentiality risks. Sharing sensitive information with an external party poses a security risk. Impact on staff morale can adversely affect the morale of existing employees who may feel threatened by the changes. Contractual considerations in outsourcing. When entering into outsourcing agreements, it is crucial to carefully define the terms of engagement. This includes specifying the rights and responsibilities of both parties, the duration of the contract, and incorporating confidentiality clauses to safeguard sensitive information. The contract should also clearly outline the expectations and obligations to ensure service delivery is aligned with the company's needs. Outsourcing, when managed correctly, can significantly benefit a business by allowing it to remain agile and competitive in a dynamic market environment. However, it requires careful planning and management to avoid the potential pitfalls associated with relinquishing control over certain aspects of the business. Understanding leasing. A lease is an agreement where one party, the lessor, rents out goods, such as equipment or technology, to another party, the lessee. This contract specifies that the lessee can use the asset in exchange for regular payments to the lessor over a designated period. Advantages of leasing. Financial flexibility. Leasing requires no large upfront payments, as costs are distributed over the lease term. Maintenance and upgrades. The lessor typically handles maintenance and replacements, making it easier to upgrade to newer models. Tax benefits. Lease payments are treated as operating expenses, making them tax-deductible, which aids in budgeting and cash flow management. Access to expertise. Lessors often provide expert advice and training, ensuring good after-sales service to maintain their reputation. Easier financing. It's generally easier to secure financing for leases than for buying expensive assets outright. Disadvantages of leasing. No ownership. The lessee does not own the asset and cannot benefit from any potential appreciation in its value. Continuous costs. Payments are ongoing expenses and not investments in assets. Contractual obligations. Leasing agreements can be complex and binding, often requiring thorough documentation. Maintenance responsibilities. Despite lesser support, the lessee may still be responsible for the asset's upkeep. Impact on borrowing. Leasing may affect a business's ability to raise additional funds as it is considered a form of debt. Contractual implications of leasing. Lease agreements outline specific rights and responsibilities. Usage rights. The lessee has the right to use the asset, like a property or vehicle. Maintenance duties. The lessee must maintain the asset in good condition. Timely payments. The lessee must make regular payments as agreed in the contract. Leasing can offer businesses financial and operational flexibility, although it comes with certain limitations and responsibilities that must be carefully considered. Here are some questions based on the topic. Leasing, definition and roles. What is a lease, and what roles do the lessor and lessee play in such an agreement? Advantages of leasing. Describe two financial benefits that leasing provides to a lessee. Explain how leasing can impact a business's ability to manage cash flow and budgeting. Disadvantages of leasing. Why might continuous lease payments not be considered an investment for a business? Discuss the potential impact of leasing on a business's ability to raise additional funds. Contractual obligations. What are three key obligations of a lessee under a typical leasing agreement? Outsourcing. Definition and purpose. What is outsourcing and why do companies typically engage in it? Advantages of outsourcing. Identify three operational benefits that outsourcing can provide to a business. How does outsourcing affect staffing flexibility? Financial impact. How does outsourcing help a company reduce its labor costs? Franchising. Definition and structure. What is franchising and what rights does a franchisee obtain under a franchise agreement? Advantages of franchising. List two advantages of franchising that help reduce the financial risk for franchisees. How does franchising support a franchisee in terms of business operations and marketing? Disadvantages of franchising. What are two potential downsides to the franchisee concerning business creativity and growth? Discuss the impact of market saturation on franchising. Contractual aspects. What key components should be included in a franchise agreement to outline the business relationship?